Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You want to...
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Fucking Bob.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this.
The fridge buzzes with energy.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to...
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinaise. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperon. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the Houdon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the greater... No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have, but it's still something. Streets and...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinaise is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was, from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Always good to be informed of your...
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypre, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing. Although
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Yes?
no response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your person?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's trouble.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances.
What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling in rags. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest. Good.
to work! Shame on you!
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Then how can anything ever be mine? But that's okay. We don't have to agree. The prairie is wide. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owner.
By that, you mean corrupt?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is...
Not you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, it all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian, that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. No. No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could. This is the night what? You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Why are you what? Are you satisfied, detective?
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy...
Mr. Dubois, every worker... Eh? Why the hell not? Now, how can I help you today? Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk...
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small news, not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
What? Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me. Great! You want to bounce something off your old friend Mr. Clare, right? Well, let's hear it, Harry. It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about.
You cannot but notice the prospect of you telling Joyce about your conversations is actually pleasing, Everard.
No, Harry. I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. I know people say a lot of bad things about the Debarders Union, but we are actually...
Yes, he really doesn't seem... Sure, he thinks. It's about transparency.
Yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are...
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible.
Absolutely, Harry. What's on your...
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into...
What do you see?
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong. Just an ordinary wall.
Give me a moment. I'm no one. Just an old woman who, if you could call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty. In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dahl. Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover... It would do that in Grad. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugoslavia riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them. The Yugoslavia riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, it would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair, and in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning it. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude. As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it... Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsura...
Everything's still cool here, officer.
A rusting control panel with... You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, the water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian ocean. It must be cold and lonely down. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, a joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyrider's district and likes blue and white racing livery. Like a...
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you, the hinges creak under your weight. Dangerous, nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky. echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside. Looking, the clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
My dad and mom are both half Celite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 41. What do you think it's?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hand... No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here. Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off. That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage cost 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
The lieutenant adjusts his glove. There is also a 4th thing you've lost. More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Yes, let's go take a look.
a police badge on which you see the photo of a man.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression. Although it looks less grotesque on him, the badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times.
It's meant to keep you from bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry. The badge in your hands shines as you...
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Decomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol city.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which, in turn, was developed.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite. No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary. Good.
Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been...
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well. But better? Probably. A lot can happen in 4 months. Especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you.
I remember that time! That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going! What happened, man? Pump it up!
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdia...
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your And you? Is it an honor to work with you? The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it. Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position. I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely the elements are rough around here. I don't know about this. Huh?
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our...
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you... The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing and telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. Yup, they're all here. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one, Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, The lieutenant watches you pack up the boom. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house. Yes, and you picked it up because you're a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland. At least in...
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
You can revisit.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You blend right in. I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal. You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garage.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle! You should care! I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk.
Hey, tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept...
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mood? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity. Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What's it about? I'll let my hand. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. All right. Hey, Abs.
Don't you? You call Abigail?
I need you to sign this document right here. It's important.
Don't call her.
Don't call Abigail. Great job, Abs. Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman. And as a businessman, I'm going to keep the pen. For my trouble. Hey, guys. We're...
About fucking time, man. I've done my duty.
Don't call Abigail.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail these? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
Okay, what's on your mind? We are saving the world.
Please. Please don't.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once. So now it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. We've met before.
No, you sure don't.
Aha. Do you want...
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did... Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. And that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's...
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7.
Oh, yes, you do, Bratushka! The only thing better than.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. The time hath come! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things! After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in sea. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though.
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila. Ours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, how they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fuck.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Yeah, you seemed really mad about immigrants for some reason. I'd rather not get into the details. It was pretty low concept. You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum.
Is what you almost say, but the words choke in your throat. Do you really want to miss out on all this good stuff? Perhaps it's significant. There might be interesting details, fresh experiences, exciting rewards. You'd really ignore it all?
What? Jeez. I told you I wasn't much of a story. Tequila, whoop-de-doo. So now, it depends, really.
You might get scammed here.
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generate. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, but now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels encircling his eyes are your...
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which would... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, so I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could eat. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the... But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to...
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila. That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium, but now extremely... I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of... Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right? If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk or walking along the beach. Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the low... I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called... I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then...
Sounds intriguing. What say you? Oh, if it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich. What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having... Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of... And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcohol...
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop.
I thought he was a cool cop. Don't call up.
And this is Abs. So yeah, I'm all ears, Tequila. You too.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking...
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Call... You're not going to get anything out of this.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups. Then he snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me?
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding...
The drunk man starts coughing.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss.
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! Let's buy the spirit! It's our end game! Snap out of it, Bratan! This is... Bratan, you don't understand! It's not just another drink! This is what our relationship has been building toward. You have to buy it from him! Get it off him! Kill him if you have to! Our ultimate fate depends on it! And the fate...
The lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What?
Keep him talking.
This guy.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doc...
He ain't shitting you! Medicinal spirits are a blast, Bratan!
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead... Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7%.
Snakes or intestinal?
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it. Yeah. Be careful, it's extremely flammable. What?
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde.
Did I not tell you, Bratan? This is it! This is our party drink! This is what we're
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the 3 real and it's yours, friend.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Bratan, I am so proud! Now, whatever you do, don't drink it! This deserves so much more than just regular oral consumption! No, Bratan! This is different! This is so good! It's gonna get you... Just wait for my sign! Keep it with you! Keep it warm!
Soon. The time will come soon. Have patience, brave one.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. You see, friend, man makes his own luck. and I made mine real good. Got my bought cigarette.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is. In the civilized world.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hit. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowner. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out. The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's...
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another...
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
The kids don't reply. Absorbed in...
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and they look the same. They look identical. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
I don't know. Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
All right. You just need to grab it from the ceiling and...
It's Lammy. He's my friend.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and...
Yes, very soft. Isn't he soft? Bye!
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here.
We are not here to cause any trouble,
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
Oh, the usual.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Maybe they are afraid, because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? Stay? Most people here. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in the...
Finally, you have those lamos of Martinez off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring...
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a...
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight. But there's little we can do about it. I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their...
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago.
So, they don't hold services there anymore?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, there's that music. music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few, and now suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the...
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I was of note. The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a... Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development, used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in. See, and now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. Now it's your turn, Mr... Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double. What do you want with a lost jacket?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
Aye. Laundry fetchers are some of the most honest. Are you getting a reward for it at least? Good for you. Can't expect to receive help if you're not helpful. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's...
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
The key turns with a satisfying click. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not... Thank God, I would have cut your throat. Take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I...
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Gone. To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. Who knows? Maybe he fell over. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat... Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. 2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhino...
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle-class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry. Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working-class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not...
Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Remarkable. That one already lost everything else, and now his jacket too. It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old...
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to market.
A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market...
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any. Oh? Who? Well, how can I assist? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Wood, pieces of glass, Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just word and...
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something. People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is that supposed to work when all your time and energy...
Hordes of wild, homeless people roaming the lands. Nomads scattered across an endless plain in a dystopian world.
I don't mean to complain about my pauper life. We are warm and fed here and... I don't know. There's just something about this shithole. Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll...
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy. The alphabet. Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. A is for azimuth. B is for... H is for homeboy. I is for econ. Q is for quasar. That's it. You know.
Good.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life.
Yes?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't... The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain...
Unable to piece together the big picture, the scattering of bullet holes looks like one... That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water. You don't have a reason to. Yet. Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leave...